So I got a story from my business owner friends here. So I had this crazy thing happen the other day. About 3 weeks ago, I gave an in-person estimate. They wanted everything power washed, their ground, the house, under the eaves, and they wanted the windows cleaned inside and out. So I walked around and said, okay, it'll be $12.95. They said, cool, let's do it. We'll book, 3 Saturdays from now. So fast forward to yesterday, my guys show up. There was 2 guys. They did the job in 5 hours, right? And the customer said, oh yeah, everything looks great. And then they said, hey, have Andrew call us so that we can, discuss payment. And so I called them, hey guys, yeah, I prefer Zelle. So just Zelle me $12.95 and yeah, all good. And they said, no, you said $10.50. I said, no, I have it written down on my calendar because I always write stuff down in my calendar. My calendar. And so I look, I screenshot, look, $12.95, inside, outside, pressure washing this, pressure washing that. And then they're like, well, you didn't tell us that. And I'm like, yeah, I did. Let me check my text, right? I don't want to throw it in this guy's face. Look, and I look at my text. I never sent the text. I never sent the text confirmation. And I do that 99.999% of the time. This is the one time in my entire business that this has ever happened to me. And the guy said, you said $10.50 and you said there would be 5 people here, which I never said that. I would never say that. He said, you also said you would repaint the wood. I'm like, repaint the wood? I don't even offer that service. Why would I ever say something like that, right? And I usually keep really good records of everything, and I didn't. I usually send an invoice that is itemized, and I didn't do that this one time. And so you have to be very clear in business. If it's not written down, it doesn't exist. Now it's just my word versus his. So another detail of this job is they didn't get the inside windows done after all. They said, we told you our son was sick and he has a rare autoimmune disease and no one could come in the house. I said, you never said that either. I would have made a note about that because I gave him a price for windows inside and out and the pressure washing. So anyways, if they took off the inside windows, it would have been closer to $10.50. It would have been like $1,100, right? But I don't like the way they went about this. And the guy says, you said there's 5 people. It doesn't make sense to me. That's like $130 per hour per guy. I'm like, yeah, it's not per hour. It's per job. This is the going rate is, X amount per square foot. And I basically told him it's none of his business. And he said, yes, it is my business. No, it's not, man. No, it's not. It doesn't matter. Man hours or anything like that. I never said there's 5 people. And it doesn't matter if there's 10 people or 2 people. The job got done for the agreed upon price. And that's that. So I'm beating myself up because I can't believe I forgot to text them that. I usually text a conversation like that. I usually say, okay, like right in front of the customer, I'll do, okay, $12.95, Saturday, whatever, 9 a.m. I'll usually write that stuff down or I'll send them an official, estimate form. Didn't do that. So end of the story is they ended up paying $1,000 even, and I still came out on top. But lesson learned, write everything down. Don't deviate from systems. I have systems in place that I've always done, my practices, and this is the one time, literally the one time in all my years of business that anything like this has ever happened. So lesson learned. Crazy story, right, guys?